from sportschatplace.com, and it is Monday, July 22nd, 2019, here with the free live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, as well as picksandparlays.net. Of course, we have Christmas in July going on. Great specials, and just getting it started with this one right here. 40% off a year of the consensus report comes to, like, not sure what that means, but comes to, like, I don't know, if you use our discount codes, which is FIGHT, still works at 15%, comes to like $179 a year. So if you divide that by 12 months, it's like $15 a month, normally 40 normally it's like $40 a month. This way it's like $15 a month. Maybe this should be the new t-shirt right here, Thomas McLaughlin with Death, Taxes, and Mitch. I think I like that one. Morning, Jonathan. Morning, everyone that's joining us. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yeah, it's less than that. If you use the discount code, it's like it's less than 50 cents a day. So it's like $15 a month. It's cheaper than Starbucks. But anyways, yeah, we don't have any more t-shirts. We'll have some new ones coming out hopefully soon with the new live show. We'll do a new t-shirt promotion called like Mitch. I don't know what we'll do, but we just got to come up with something for the t-shirt idea. So far, we have Death, Taxes, and Mitch. I think what I'm going to do is come up with a separate email, like live at sportschatplace.com, where you guys can send in like the ideas of what you want to see on the show. So I'm going to talk to my tech team as soon as we get off this show, and I'm going to see if we can set up that email, and we'll start doing it. And then this way, like if you design t-shirts, if you do things like that, if you want to do a t-shirt design contest or a t-shirt phrase contest or anything, pick contest, whatever you guys want to do, whatever you guys want to see on the show. If there's a special guest you want to see, like anyone in particular, you can let me know who that is, or, you know, a guest you don't want to see anymore. If it's me, you can let me know that as well. But of course, take a quick look at the sports world while we're waiting for everyone to join us. Those of you that are just joining us the first time, this show's live. So what we do is we wait for everyone to get here, so it takes a couple minutes. People are like, so I've explained the consensus report a bunch of times, and we have explanations on the site, but obviously we don't do a great job of it. So if Brian's asking this question, it means we're not doing a good enough job. So that's all on us. But here it is. Basically, the consensus report is just I think I went over this yesterday, but the consensus report is a comprehensive report. It tells you how many handicappers are on each game. So, like, say it's the Red Sox versus Yankees. It will be the report will say 3 handicappers on the Red Sox, 4 on the Yankees. And then as the handicappers are entering their picks in the system, all the way up to game time, which generally they're in well before game time, the report will continue to update. It will say over, under. It will have if it's a point spread game like football, it will have the point spread. It will have the money line on all games as well. If it's hockey, it would have the puck line. If it's whatever. But if there's more than 3 handicappers on the game, it shows up on the consensus report. So there's during like NFL like October, where it's NFL, NHL, NBA, college basketball, all that. Each consensus report you can go. Each consensus report you can Each consensus report goes by sport, and there's like a scroll down tab that you go, and it shows you each one of those things. So hopefully that explains it to you. If not, you can send me an email and I can shoot you the link as to where you can see all of this stuff online, explaining exactly what the consensus report is. But since you're asking that question, T-shirt with the lucky penny. Maybe how about feeling lucky today? Get your winners at sportschatplace.com with our 1995 Lincoln penny on it. Something like that. Good morning. Good morning, Max. Morning. Yeah, it's well worth it. See, the thing about the consensus report, back to the consensus, this is the thing about the consensus report. It's not picks. So it's not like saying take the Pirates. It's not that. What it is, it's just a tool. It tells you how many handicappers are on each side of each game. And sometimes you might want to go against it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you just want to use it in addition to your own picks. You can use it in addition to your premium picks. However you want to do it. Free picks that you're getting around the internet, add those, have another consensus report, whatever you want to do. But it's just a tool, and it tells you how many of our handicappers at Sports Chat Experts are on one side of that game or the other. That's all it is. So on a game like Monday Night Football, most handicappers will have a pick on that game. So we have like 30 handicappers. So you'll see big numbers. Other days where it's like, 160 college basketball games, there'll be less games that are on the consensus report because it's more, the cappers' picks are more spread out throughout the schedule, if that makes any sense. But like playoff games, Super Bowl, things like that, those are almost guaranteed to hit the consensus report. Speaking of consensus report, we'll get back to some of this stuff in just a second, but I always like to give out free picks on this show. Let me get rolling with a couple free picks. And of course, as you guys have questions, just enter them in. Jeff Venner, no O.J. Simpson, none of the time on this show. The juice is no longer loose. Thank you. I appreciate that one. But we'll get back to the consensus report. But it's only the handicappers that are on our site. These are the ones we have access to. Our premium handicappers at Sports Chat Experts. You can go underneath where it says handicappers, and it will show you all of the different handicappers that we have. It does not tell you what handicapper is on the game, just a number. If you go under consensus report on Sports Chat Experts, it should fully explain all of this stuff and give you pictures. I'm taking the Cardinals with Ponce de Leon against the Pirates. Generally, I like Trevor Williams because he's a value guy. People generally don't seem to like him for some reason, even though he pitches pretty well. I'll tell you, I'm going to take him, though, and I'm going to take the St. Louis Cardinals. I just think Ponce de Leon is one of the better pitchers out there, so I just think he doesn't get a lot of credit, not a lot of ink that the other guys get, but I'll tell you what, he wins us a lot of money, and I know. I'm a softie for a guy that builds my bankroll. I'm going to go to Tampa Bay. I'm going to take the Rays here against the Red Sox. I think anytime the Red Sox are a road favorite, it's almost an auto fade, right? The Red Sox, they stink. I mean, has there ever been a team 54-46 on the season that has lost this much money for the bettors? I think this is something that maybe I'll research today and see what's the team with the best record in the history of baseball that lost bettors the most money. And I'm going to guess that this year's Red Sox team has a chance to be that magical team where you can bet against them, lose most of the games, and still win a boatload of money. So I'm going to continue riding this strategy. It's worked for us so well. I mean, people have hated my Orioles picks against the Red Sox, right? We took them Friday night as a premium pick at plus 200 and change. We had them as the dog of the day yesterday betting against Cashner, which, I mean, who doesn't love to bet against Andrew Cashner? We bet Cashner was on the Rangers. We bet against Cashner. Cashner's on the Orioles. We bet against Cashner. Why? Because he's on the Red Sox. We don't get to bet against Cashner anymore. It's not going to happen. We're betting against Cashner. I don't care if he's playing for the 27 Yankees. Taking the Tampa Bay Rays here as a home dog against the worst betting team in baseball. Yeah. That's smart money. Let's go chasing Red Sox money. We're chasing Red Sox money over here. We're going with the Tampa Bay Rays. kind of like the Minnesota Twins here. They have not been playing their best baseball this of the season recently. Martin Perez at home against CC Sabathia. It's CC's farewell tour as he enters into the second half of his final season of Major League Baseball. And I think the Twins, it's the problem with the Yankees have as an organization. I know 64-34 have been absolutely outstanding, but this is the thing that the Yankees have, especially playing against the better teams like the Twins, is that when the Yankees visit, even when the Yankees are bad, stadiums are full. It's almost like a World Series game for the home team. And so it's like, this is like, you'll get a playoff turnout for when the Yankees are in town, even if they're in like fifth place. It's like that because they're the New York Yankees, and you're going to get that kind of results. So I think the Twins ride the big crowd. I think it's going to be highly energetic there at Target. And I'm going to take the Minnesota Twins. We're getting them as a home dog in this one as well against CC Sabathia. Let's look at CC's numbers real quick before we. I know you guys like to look at this stuff, but so Sabathia 3.79 in his last three starts. So he's pitching well, but Perez 3.32 in his last three starts, and CC 4.10. So pretty even numbers between these two pitchers on the season. But the Twins hitting lefties at a 287 clip. 287. While the Yankees, they hit righties at 269, but only hit lefties at 241. I don't know, man. I talked myself into this one again. I'm taking the Twins. I took them at the beginning of when we started talking about this game. I'm going to take them again. I took the Twins twice. What the hell? Got them twice. So our third pick of the show, the Minnesota Twins. Of course, if this is your first time joining the show, we recap all of the picks at the end of the show. Also, if you have picks of your own, you can put those in the Facebook group. That's what it's there for. And, of course, we do this show every single day. Our best bets always over at Sports Chat Experts, as well as picksandparlays.net. Running the Christmas in July special and 40% off the consensus report. It comes, if you use the code FIGHT as your discount code when you check out, you'll get an additional 15% off. Puts it at about $180, which is about $15 a month, which as was pointed out already, is about 50 cents a day. But I think even breaking it down to $15 a month, pretty good stuff. And the thing is, it's not picks, so it's not like, buying a capper's picks or something like that. It's just a report, and it tells you how many handicappers are on each side of each game. I think the consensus report is something that we could probably enhance. I know Craig has been talking about doing that for quite some time. But I think with some of the changes behind the scenes, the report is good as it is, and of course, I like the price point on it. And I think if we do enhance it more, it's likely going to be at a higher price. So it's like I would rather have you guys lock in right here at $15 because you will not see a cheaper price on this the entire year. Christmas and July are our cheapest prices of the year. But let's keep rolling. Let's go to this night game. I'm going to take the Texas Rangers here as a road dog. The Rangers have not come out of the break well. They're only 19-28 on the road, but the Mariners are like 20-31 at home this season. Meanwhile, the Rangers a game over 500. They've had a tough run of it, and when we look at what the tough run is, let's look at these games that they played. The Rangers to have this tough run. They played the Astros. They played the Diamondbacks. And then the Astros again. So yeah, they've lost 7 games in a row, but 5 of those games have been against the Astros. So the Astros, losing to the Astros after the All-Star break in a year like this, I don't think there's a lot of shame in that because the Astros are a team that most people pick to contend, and a lot of people have them picked to win the World Series. So losing to them, I think it only helps us get more value on a team that's won us a lot of money this season, and that's the Texas Rangers. So I'm going to take the Texas Rangers in this one. So take a little breather here from the picks, and we'll get back to picks in just a second. Shane Lowry winning the British Open. We talked about him yesterday on the show. How tough is this guy? He's out there in a T-shirt. Everyone's in jackets and hats. Patrick Reed, Jordan Spieth, Patrick Reed and Shane Lowry are out there in short sleeve shirts. They're the only ones out there like that. in the pouring rain, whatever. He deserved to win. He looked like a fun guy, and I'll tell you what, I would love to play a round of golf with a guy like that. My guess, good time. I probably would lose a couple bucks on that one as well. But anyways, looking around the sports world as well, NFL preseason is right around the corner. 14 days away from the Hall of Fame game. And you have to remember with preseason, we get all excited, that the NFL's back, preseason's here. And yeah, I've been known to put a couple dollars on a preseason game, right? Guilty, right? I'm guilty. I'm one of you guys, right? It's us, right? This is us. And I do it. I bet on preseason games. But I never come in. They're never like my lock plays or anything like that. It's preseason football. We're talking about third string NFL guys that aren't even, and fourth string guys that aren't even going to make the team in a lot of instances here. Guys that are going to be on the practice squad seeing, quality time in NFL games, and games where some coaches only want to look at the talent on the field, and other coaches really care about winning. Like Zimmer, he cares, right? I mean, he really cares. Tom Coughlin was always a guy, he didn't care. I think Chuck Noll, the head coach of the old Steeler teams that won those 4 Super Bowls, I don't think he ever won a preseason game. Bill Parcells, I think he was probably like 2-60 in preseason games. So, we look at preseason, it's one thing, it's like, I know you guys want picks in preseason, so we're going to do it. Of course. You guys want to do it, we're going to do it. We're going to have the new show format. We're going to have other cappers on the show. There's some guys like Sean Higgs and Brian Bittler that are really good at it, at preseason. They know the coaches that care. They know the coaches that don't care. They know like the quarterback that didn't think he was going to play, so he's out drinking. They know all this stuff, and I can't wait to have those guys on the new show and the new format. Of course, that's starting probably the second week of August or so. But anyways, let's get back to business here. Let's get back to the picks. I looked at this game, and I like the Toronto Blue Jays at home at plus 157 against the Indians. I think these home dogs is always, pretty good bets, when you get that home dog. And we see plenty of them here. So let's just go. We picked, including our premium picks, we've picked every game except for the A's, Astros, and the Rockies, Nationals. So it's up to you guys. You want to do a total or a side here for the lucky penny coin flip? The penny lost yesterday. I touted it too much. I said that the penny, I was talking about the 6-game winning streak and all that stuff. And of course, it lost in extra innings. Fought the good fight. Fought the really good fight, right? In extras, but didn't get it done. So if you guys want to say, if you want a side or a total, I think I lost comments on here. Is what happened. So I might not be able to do this. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I lost questions. So let me take a look at these on YouTube. Just a question: Do you use the weather to call the over/under in Cubs games? Yes. At Wrigley, you do. But I use the weather to call over and under in all games, not just at Wrigley. Mitch, what's your best package for the upcoming football, college, and NFL? We do a Founding Fathers package, Craig and I. You get a combo of all of our picks until the end of the year. That's always part of the Christmas in July, and that is our best deal. I think that's the best deal because it's my picks. But it's like we have them for all the cappers, different packages, but we do a Founding Fathers Christmas in July. It's usually one of the last ones, and it's always the most popular one. Mississippi won't let us bet the preseason. Yeah, maybe they're doing you a favor. I think if you look at like the leaderboards for preseason, I think I'm about 50-50. So a lot of people here on the totals today. A lot of people are on the totals. I don't know how I lost comments. I don't know what happened. Let's see again. Edit. I don't know how to do this. Ecam Live. I think I would have to. I don't know where it is. Oh, I wonder if it's part of this. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll have to figure it out, but I've lost the comments on the screen. I hit the wrong button. Okay, I lost it, but... So, it looks like people want a total here. Yeah, Bobby, if you have picks, the place to put those is in our Facebook group. I actually like the other side of that one, of your pick, if I was going. So, it looks like everybody wants a total. Let's pick one out here. How about the Marlins and the White Sox? Nova and Richards. We know how this works. Heads for the over. Tails for the under. I lost. There we go. Heads. Let's just flip this damn coin already. Heads. Over in the White Sox Marlins is the pick. So it is at 9.5. So over 9.5. Marlins, the penny record. I got to write all this stuff down. 33-18. Okay. Recapping today's show. We took the Cardinals at -109 with De Leon. I like this guy. I don't know. I just like him. He's won us a lot of money. Tampa Bay Rays, we got a home dog at +115. The Twins, another home dog at +109. We took Texas, +102 against a Mariners team that really has struggled all season long. Toronto Blue Jays, another home dog at +157. The over in the Marlins White Sox game. Did you tell the coin toss who was pitching? I wish I could show the comments on here. I'm not sure what happened with my comments, but it's weird. I'll have to figure out how to get the comments back on the screen, but I like them. Do you think the bullpen will work on the Giants? Will affect them this week is another question. I wish I could put these up on the screen. I would say that we have other ways we're going to be able to do this. So to do the comments, and we'll have to do it that way, because I'll tell you, this is painful to not be able to put up there. I think, this is baseball. This is the second half of the season, and the Giants are fired up, and, this is what the second half of the season is in baseball. The teams that have the depth, the teams that have the longevity, these are the teams that seem to win the games and seem to be able to bring it on home. Steven says, my bets were his only winners yesterday. Thank you. No, thank you guys. I like a lot. Dirty Will says, so you like a lot of dogs today. Maybe he's new to the show. I always like a lot of dogs. Let's see what else we got. Any other comments here? William thinks we talk about the penny too much. He doesn't like 33-18. Does the lucky penny have more side winners or totals? I don't know. I think it's about even. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up the show. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good show. Have a great day. I'll figure out the comments, get you guys back on the screen.